11 Most Dangerous Places on Earth. Our Earth seems like a relatively safe and sound place, doesn't it? Well, not really. Our planet is home to so many wild and disastrous places. There is an abundance of dangerous places around the world. From war-shattered countries, disaster-prone countries to mysterious and scary lands, we have it all. Syria. Ranked first among the world's most dangerous places around the world, Syria is a country in Western Asia. Known for wars and the chaos that follows, the inhabitants lives in fear of encountering death. The ongoing violent conflicts cause severe destruction to life and property. Syria has experienced bombardments of residential areas, lengthy sieges, chemical weapon attacks, starvation, and medical care deprivation. Completely war-torn, this country is a very dangerous place to live in. Despite being an important historical site of the Middle East, it is not entirely safe for visitors either. Fraser Island, Australia. Known for its many stunning beaches with white sand and pristine waters, Fraser Island in Australia is also among the top dangerous places around the world. This remote island is home to many poisonous spiders and extremely aggressive wild dingo dogs. The waters are also infested with deadly jellyfish and sharks. Wildly beautiful indeed, Fraser Island is for the true daredevils. Fukushima, Japan. The Fukushima prefecture on the Japanese island of Honshu suffered from one of the greatest and worst nuclear disasters of all time in March 2011. After a very devastating earthquake and tsunami, a nuclear power plant exploded here, causing amplified damage to life in this area. Even on this day, several years after the tragic incident occurred, extremely high levels of harmful radiation are being recorded here. This radiation has caused severe deformities in the people and animals living in this area. Truly, Fukushima is one of the most dangerous places to live in the entire world. Alagoas, Brazil. Imagine living in a place where you never know when and by whom you will be minced into pieces and forced to leave the world. This is the coastal state of Alagoas in Brazil for you. A few important metropolises of Brazil such as Rio de Janeiro and São Paulo, are known to have a very high crime rate. However, in spite of its small size and low popularity, Alagoas has the highest rate of murders in the whole of Brazil, and most possibly, even in the entire world. Though this state houses only about 3 million inhabitants, more than 2,000 people are killed every year. This should be very alarming for all visitors as well. Bermuda Triangle, North Atlantic. One of the most popular and dangerous places around the world, the Bermuda Triangle is a much feared area. It is a very vaguely defined stretch of the Atlantic Ocean roughly triangulated between Florida, Puerto Rico, and Bermuda. For several years, the Bermuda Triangle has become famous for many mysterious disappearances. These disappearances have been justified with many possible reasons ranging from magnetic force to aliens. Although most of these cases have been given logical and rational explanations, some of them still remain a mystery. One of the most dangerous places to travel to, the Bermuda Triangle, is for those who are built of curiosity and adventure. North Korea. Considered to be a totalitarian dictatorship, North Korea is a country in Eastern Asia. It is known to have the worst provisions for human rights. Locals and tourists, both can be arrested for matters that those living in democratic countries consider normal. This country can be particularly dangerous for American tourists due to the worsening relations between North Korea and the United States. With only 15 approved haircuts and 3 television channels, North Korea is a place where human feces are used as a fertilizer. Also, punishment for crime goes on for 3 generations here. Intimidating, this country is a difficult place to live in and travel to. Dancin Desert, Eritrea. Baking temperatures that often top 120 degrees Fahrenheit, 50 degrees Celsius, numerous active volcanoes, geysers that spit toxic gases. It's hard to imagine a more brutal landscape than Africa's Dancin Desert. Most people would probably consider this terrible place a literal hell on earth, but it still attracts lots of brave adventurers from all around the world. Just keep in mind that visiting the Dancin Desert on your own, without an experienced guide, is strictly forbidden. Sinabung Volcano, Indonesia. This is an active volcano situated on the Indonesian island of Sumatra. Eruptions occur here very frequently, often leaving thousands of people without shelter or livelihood. The nearby towns and villages have been completely covered in lava and ash several times already, in 2010, 2013, 2014 and 2015. The latest explosion occurred February 27, 2016. That eruption ejected a deadly cloud of volcanic gas, stones, and ash to a height of 2,500 meters. And no one knows what will happen there tomorrow. Medi National Park, Bolivia. At first sight, this place looks very picturesque, but it's actually very dangerous. Why? Because it's home to the most poisonous and aggressive fauna in the world. Contact with any of the plants growing in this park can cause severe itching, rash and dizziness. Any cut, or even a small wound, can become infected with tropical parasites. North Sentinel Island. North Sentinel Island is situated in the Andaman Islands and is considered one of the most dangerous places in the world for tourists to visit. The native people of this place have been living in their traditional way and have denied all possible ways to connect with the outer world. The tribal people living on this island are not used to outside people, and if tourists step foot on their island, they see them as a threat and indulge in acts of violence. This is amongst the strangest islands on the earth. Skellig Michael Mountain, Ireland. Rugged, remote, and treacherous, this island located just off the western coast of Ireland is one of the dangerous tourist destinations in the world. Home to 600 uneven steps that lead to ancient monasteries, getting onto the side of Skellig Michael Mountain is quite a challenge, as tourists have to take an hour-long boat across rough waters. Also, in many instances, boats can't even dock because of the high tides. This spot was featured in Star Wars The Force Awakens. A few boat licenses are granted each year and a limited number of tourists get a chance to visit Skellig Michael Mountain. Thank you for viewing this episode. Hope you find this information useful. Don't forget to subscribe, like and comment as we keep bringing you more contents.